What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another daily news video about the points deduction. Excuse me. You might say this is kind of old news because it's a day after I'm recording it. Actually, the funny thing is I'm recording it while we're getting spanked 3-0 by Empoli, but I'm gonna try to not include the game as much in this video because it's kind of separate, the two things. But yeah, let's get into the point deduction news. Before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. Let's go. Okay, so um, earlier, I'm gonna say 24 hours ago, the first leaks were it was 11 points deduction, and then 30 minutes before kickoff, the news came out it was 10. So 10 points deduction puts us in the Europa League places or whatever, just behind Roma, and it mathematically gave you an opportunity to win 3 games and get into the Champions League. Now, whilst I'm speaking, we are getting our asses whooped by a relegation side. Um, but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is that this is becoming actually hilarious at this point because really quickly a timeline. They asked for 9 points. We got 15 points. Then they said, you know what, 15 is too much. So they asked for 10 points, but it could be 12, 13. It could be whatever because there was a hearing again in, I don't know, 15th of June, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. There's a hearing. The club put out a statement that is, again, I don't know. I'll keep saying it. It seems like it's from ChatGPT because it's the same thing, excuse me, just in different words. They only come out when these things happen, but during the week, during the month, when Allegri's out there taking the heat and the players and the fans, they're quiet. You don't hear of them. You only get the BS from Calvo pregame where, yeah, it's pointless, you know. But it's becoming it's becoming it's a joke. Like, let's be real, because more and more people are speaking up now, non-Juve related, actually other teams related, saying, even Mourinho speaking out that this is not okay. You know, you're playing with the league. It makes no sense. You got points being taken away again based on rules that are not in place, based on, again, the main in January, the same guy asked for 9 points. That's what he asked for. Now, what is it? May or almost June. He asked for 1 point more, so 10 points, without there being new evidence. So a month ago, 4 or 5 months ago, the same quote unquote evidence he had, according to him, was worthy to deduct 9 points. But 5 months later, with the same evidence, he said, you know what, let me ask for 10 points. So it's freestyling. It's, again, based on absolutely nothing. It's just deducting points for deducting points to keep us out of Europe. Actually, they gave us a chance to basically be in Europe again, Champions League I'm talking, because I don't care about the rest. And we are bottling it. You know, we're getting, again, spanked by a relegation side. That's what's happening. But overall, this is becoming a real issue. You know, you have even prime ministers of sport saying that this is not okay, that the rules are being used in a manner that it's not fair. It's all over the place. There's no straight thinking behind it. There's no clear idea behind it. It's all over the place. It goes from 9 to 11 to 15. It goes from saying it's too much, it's not too much, it's this, is that. It's all over the place, and there's no, how do you want to say, there's no straight line, you know. And you have actually even Mourinho coming out basically, which you wouldn't expect because he's benefiting from this, excuse me. He's coming out and saying, like, you're playing with the league, like the league is not real again because you're taking away points, giving points back, taking them away again. You might give a few more back. Like, it's making no sense whatsoever, you know. The club says they're gonna appeal it. I'm gonna say they can try, but they're gonna fail. Based on what the Coney said 2 weeks ago, they made it very clear they're in their rights according to them. Even though everybody knows it's complete bullshit, they're gonna make the decision, and you're gonna lose that. The way Calvo speaks, it speaks like somebody who's already defeated, and they know that. People talk about go to the tar and do this and do that. The club has never done that. They haven't done that when they were relegated to Serie B, and it's the same ownership. It's the same ownership that comes out with things that we respect all authorities, we respect all things coming towards us, but there's no respect towards the club. Um, it's weird, but that's the culture at the club, and there's nothing you can do about it at this point. There isn't, it's just we as fans watching this from the sidelines are just basically needing, just watching it, or me personally, and going like, yeah, nothing you can do about it because the club has no power. The club has no ability to fight this. That's very obvious and clear now. The way they speak, the way they communicate it, on all these things, when this is clearly a joke. Like the punishment gets communicated 30 minutes before kickoff. This is the second time this happens. Now tell me in which country this makes sense. Do you think the Premier League will do stuff like that? Even the French league or the Bundesliga? Like the country or the football in that country is run by dinosaurs. It's going absolutely nowhere. It's absolutely poor. Like selling the product is poor. Everything is shambolic, and they don't care. They don't care, and it is what it is. I don't even know what to add anymore. Because there will be a hearing. They might appeal it. It's gonna be pointless. It is what it is, basically. The club did what they needed to do. I guess you hope that they did what they needed to do, and it is what it is now. It's absolutely pointless. I'm gonna say, it's we just need to wait and see, because there will be another hearing about the wage things, the wage case, and that could be if that could affect the following season. Like the club is in absolutely shambolic state on and off the pitch. Again, not talking about the Empoli game because I'll do a quote unquote reaction after this one. But the club is an absolutely horrendous place, and you still have them coming out with quotes acting like everything is just fine, like everything is okay. They still have ticket prices that are going through the roof. They are so disconnected with the fan base. They have actually, it feels like they have no clue what's happening in the fan base, and at this point, I think they're very disrespectful to the fans. Coming out with these things, because we're not moving like a big club. We don't look like a big club at this moment in time, for so many different reasons. And I don't even have the energy. The voice is gone. I don't have the energy to talk about, oh, let's fight this, get the points back, because it's pretty obvious what the plan is. Keep us out of the Champions League, and they're succeeding at it. Even when they give us a little chance, we still bottle it by losing against a relegation side. And yeah, what else? Do I think it's fair? Absolutely not. Everybody can see it, but it's so obvious, and still the club cannot put anything up against it, which makes it very sad, which makes it very worrying for the future of the club, in my opinion, based in this league, the way the club is moving, the way other leagues are moving. It doesn't sound like it's a very good thing. It doesn't sound like it's going to get better anytime soon, if we be completely honest. But let's see what's gonna happen. 15th of June, then the end of June is the wage thing. It's gonna be a summer about points deduction and punishments and selling players. That's what the summer is gonna be, and it's gonna be a very long few years, if the club is actually serious about going into this direction. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the current state of the club, about the points deduction, about everything surrounding the club at this moment in time. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again maybe tonight.